Hey guys, welcome back to the Woodshed. Today we are talking about picks and bar. Let's get into it. If you're a beginner Dobro player and you're asking yourself, do I really have to wear these picks? Yes, wear them. They're going to make your sound cleaner and stronger, and don't start compensating right off the bat. You want to be a Dobro player, let's get into it. Wear them. So one tip I have for you for getting used to them, first of all, you're going to want to put you see that? That's a plastic thumb pick. There's also other varieties, but this is the most common one that you can find. Get it on there nice and tight. As long as your thumb doesn't turn blue, you're good. And the metal finger picks, when I first started, these looked like they were backwards. They really did. They bend back towards your nail. I like to use pro picks. I have little fingers, so I use the medium pro pick with a single wrap. There's also a double wrap. If you have larger fingers, that might be more comfortable for you. And you are going to want to bend them so they really stay on your fingers pretty tight, okay? And again, you don't want your fingers turning blue. That's not good. So you want them tight, but not too tight. The other thing I would suggest is to wear them all the time. Wear them when you're not playing Dobro. So you can wear them in the car, and when you're safely at a stoplight, or your traffic or something like that, or you're parked, not while you're driving, but when you're parked, you can kind of go through your forward rolls and your backward rolls on the steering wheel. This is something I used to do. Just wear the picks around, get used to them. Get used to that feeling on your fingers, so then when you go to pick up your instrument, it doesn't feel so awkward. It feels really natural because you've been wearing them all the time. So it's a good way to practice without even having your Dobro with you on your commute or wherever you might be. You could also do it at the side of your desk when your boss isn't looking. All right, so those are a couple of tips for getting used to wearing your finger picks. The other thing is the bar. Lots of different bars out there. I use a shorty beard bar because I have small hands and it just fits in my hand really well. What you're going to want to do is practice holding the bar. I know it sounds silly, but you're going to want to practice holding the bar in a way that takes all the tension out of your hand. Okay? Sally Van Meter told me when I first started that if the bar almost falls out of your hand, that's how loosely you want to hold it. So you want to be super relaxed, and I'll never forget that from Sally. So I'm going to pass it on to you too. She's a fantastic teacher if you ever get a chance to hang out with Sally and learn from her. But here's what you're going to do. So if you want to practice holding the bar, maybe you don't even have your instrument with you, you can get your hand in a nice setup and go again on your desk or on a book and just kind of slide the bar back and forth. Try to use no tension. So you're not picking up the bar, you're not picking it up off the desk. You're just sliding it back and forth, just like you would on the strings. No tension. Just holding on to it with just barely enough muscle strength there. All right? So it shouldn't cramp up your hand or anything like that. You want to just get used to these fingers behind the bar just dragging, because that's how we're going to mute behind the bar and get rid of all that excess noise. And it takes some practice to learn how to do that. What you want to avoid is having any sort of, teacup pinky. We're not drinking tea or cocktails or whatever it is. You want that hand behind the bar to be really lazy and just dragging right behind. Okay, so those are a couple of ways that you can practice the bar and having picks on before you even touch the instrument, and I hope it makes your workday more fun. All right, I'll see you next time at the Woodshed.